Hello, this is Hector Vladimir. Today is December the 19th, 2019, and I wanted to give you an update on the Nissan Leaf, the electric vehicle, and its performance. I have a 2016, as you may already know, and I've been using it for about now 45,238 miles, and lately I've been using it to go to work, which is about 36 miles away from home, and it's right there at the fringe, at the limits almost of the range of the Nissan Leaf. This is I believe 24 kilowatt hour. I'm not sure, but I believe it is a 24 kilowatt hour battery that's in this model, which is the S model, and that is the 84 rated at 84 miles of range per charge. However, I have never been able to get 84 miles out of this vehicle. On a good day, I can get about 70. On a average day, probably about 60 to 65. And at 36 miles away, that's about a 70, 71, 72 miles from home. That is round trip, and I have been getting that out of the vehicle on a routine everyday basis now for the last couple of weeks. At work, it was a 19-20 mile ride from home to work. However, they closed the only road available, main road, and that had to detour me along with every other worker coming from my town. And the detour is about it's about 10 to 15 miles above and beyond what the mileage used to be for that one-way route. So that puts me at about, again, 36 miles each way, or 72 miles total. Again, I've been getting that routinely. However, some days I've come home with 0 miles available, and some days I have squeezed to come home. I haven't been achieved to come home with about 20 miles available, which is quite amazing. The road is hilly, however not very steep, and I do get some charge back or regeneration along the way. However, not a whole lot. I do have a strip of road which is highway. I must go close to 60 at least, and that knocks down my range some. For example, right now I'm driving and I got about 54 miles of charge, yet I still have I'm on my way to work. I have about 54 miles of range right now, and I still need to get to work. I got about 8 to 10 more miles to get to work, and I need to come back home 36 more miles. So that's going to be a close cut today, very close shave, and we'll see what happens. Usually I'm about 55 to 50 miles of range when I get to work. Today, however, I charged, my vehicle was only charged to about 90, no, it wasn't even 90, it was about 89 miles which was quite unusual. It usually charges to over 95 miles. Sometimes it reaches over 100 miles of charge, and it varies from day to day. I'm not sure if it's the weather. Today is a quite cool day. It's about -2 Celsius, and we'll see what that does to the range. It seems to affect the range negatively somewhat, but we'll see what it does in the long run. I'm holding on to about 55 miles with about 8 miles to go, and I'll keep you updated. I just wanted to make you aware that the Leaf does, at 3 years old and over 45,000 miles, I have not lost any bars on my charge. I routinely charge the vehicle over 90 miles on the dashboard. That is indicated miles. That is by no means the miles that I will get in actuality. And the miles that I do get in actuality are about, again, 70 miles to, I did get about 76 miles one time out of the Leaf, which is the most I've gotten so far. And that is draining the battery from 100 to about 0%, something that is apparently not recommended. So we'll see what happens. I will be having to take this same route for months on end, for a few more months at least. So we'll see how the vehicle performs over that time period. I do intend on using it as much as I can. Although I have another vehicle, I do insist in using this vehicle as much as heavenly possible, and because that's the only way I can get my money's worth. It was a quite expensive vehicle. Do have some regrets of not going for the bigger battery, but it was expensive enough. Imagine adding another $6,000, $7,000 or $8,000 for a bigger battery. I just finished paying this vehicle off with a lot of effort, courage, and pain, and I could not imagine having to owe about $7,000 to $8,000 more on this vehicle right this moment. So I'm quite happy. I'm not too distraught about that decision I made 3 years ago, and we'll see what happens. We'll keep you updated. Thanks for listening. Bye.